Hello and welcome to Sports for Dummies, the number one sports podcast experience. My name is Josh, your guide through all things sports, and I'm joined by the myth, the legend, the guru of the NBA, my fellow co-host dummy, John. Today we're going to jump straight in. We've got a daily recap of the 10th of the 1st, 2024. Almost said 2023. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm looking up a dunk. Hi, everyone.
Oh, there we go. You've got the guru. Anyway, we're going to jump straight in. We had just the 5 games, nothing really out of the ordinary here. If you're being honest, if you are an NBA enthusiast, well, you probably wouldn't have tracked the NBA today because there was nothing good about it. But we're going to jump straight into it.
I found something good, though.
Oh,
That's
shit.
why I was looking it up.
Shit.
So you had the Magic and Timberwolves today. Sorry,
Yep.
that's yours.
I'll run in. So you had the Magic. No, you know what? Let's see how you go. How do
You had the Magic and the Timberwolves today, and people have been giving me shit that I don't mention the Magic. You know why? Because they're fake. They're just... This shows how weak the Eastern Conference is, because if the Magic finish in the playoffs, they're going to get bounced straight away. And the Timberwolves, who are on top in the West...
Good pun there.
Dismantled them. There is something I want you to look up, Josh. That was filthy, talking about dunks. You know, yesterday's episode was all about dunks.
The dunk of the
Carl-
century.
Well, this was pretty fucking good. If we're just throwing out dunk of the centuries. Carl Anthony Towns did a filthy poster.
Carl Anthony Towns. Well, how good was it?
Enough for me to not participate in the intro.
Yeah, you literally didn't say a bloody word. How's all the viewers? I don't know if you heard any of that. How's the introduction? The man, the myth, the legend.
I was getting content. The man, the myth, the legend, it does not accept flattery. He does his job.
Modesty. Anyway, for those out there, please say how's your day going, John?
The king
probably
does
the time.
not worry about the peasants and peons.
How was your day?
Now show the fucking clip. It's actually a really good one. Because we were thinking about what happened today. I'm like, nah, I remember I saw some filthy fucking...
Let me just...
Are you on YouTube? Do you have ads?
You haven't logged on that
I
one.
was going to say, we have a premium account. Playing like a fucking sucker.
I'm just going to make sure. Where is this? Because every time I've been playing the clips, I'm noticing that it's playing full blast. Even though I've turned it down on here,
Yeah.
the last thing I actually want to do is play it and it be super, super loud. So I'm actually just going to figure out where that is. So that is here. Bear with me, guys. Sorry to be a pain. I reckon that's about
But yeah, pretty easy win for the Timberwolves.
What was the score? You were
113 to 92. It just shows good on the Magic. I don't think anyone had them doing this well so far, but it's why I don't get excited by them. I just don't think they can do... Like, I literally reckon they'll get bounced straight away. Like, if they could finish 8th and 5th and versus the 8th side, they'll lose.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to play this for everyone. Oh, apparently not. All right, everyone.
Technical difficulties.
Where's like that thing where he's like, beep, beep, technical.
Good player in Indiana for all those years, too.
Oh,
Big
oh,
boy.
Man,
that was big.
that's how you detonate at the rim, baby.
Shit.
Bench pointing at
Dunk of the
Mo
century.
Butler. Well, they are really letting him hear it.
That was big.
It was good.
Oh, wait, are they going to play the story? Are they going to like show like the... They're not... They're really not going to show that again, aren't they?
Indiana for all those years,
They didn't do it like LeBron. They had like 300 camera angles for
Well,
LeBron.
because it was LeBron.
What's that about? You literally
What
did
do you
that.
mean?
That was the
He's-
best. That was the best camera angle that they had for that whole entire...
Because LeBron, it's where people get paid. Every reporter, every photographer. Oh my God, LeBron farted. Better fucking get that on camera. They got infrared and they're figuring it out. Carl Anthony Towns does this massive dunk. It's like, yeah, it looks like there's cum on the fucking lens. What's the next game? Just shows It just shows no one gives a shit about the Canadian Thundercats.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you've started off wrong. Anyway, we'll keep going through. So we had the Pistons and the Kings. Pistons 1-1-0, Kings 1-3-1. No surprise there at all. Then we had the Knicks and the Trailblazers.
Big game by Sabonis, 37 triple-double.
Who's that? In the Kings?
Sabonis, yeah. He's an absolute star.
No surprise there. Then we had the Knicks and the Trailblazers. Knicks getting up 1-1 to the Trailblazers, 84.
They're on a nice little run, the Knicks.
They really are, and they're creeping up in the table as well. No surprise there. They're doing well. Then we had the Mavs and the Grizzlies, and Mavs an upset there. Mavs 1-0-3 to the Grizzlies 120. Now, what a surprise there. I mean, you had Luka and you had Kyrie both scoring 30-plus points. Still can't get the W. What a surprise. And Ja Morant hurt his shoulder. He's out for the season. He did a partial dislocation and he's done. So, unfortunately, that was 2-3 days ago that happened and no good.
All jokes aside with Ja Morant and I'm a dog and blah, blah, blah. That's never good to see.
No.
I'd like to know more. I know he's dislocated his shoulder because the way that he attacks the basket with his when he pulls his hand back, goes for the big dunks, he always looks like he's going to land awkwardly. So he did it in training. So it'd be interesting to see if he was going for a dunk or something.
Well, it says a partial dislocation of the right shoulder, which requires surgery.
So he might have hit a dunk or attempted one. You see it all the time. He goes for these crazy dunks, and it's why he's so entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But again, the Mavs, Kyrie. Just no defense. They just do not win.
Look,
I
understand where you're coming from.
God, his highlights are good though. Like I very much enjoyed his highlights.
Yep.
But he plays no defense, and it's very ISO ball, and they just won't go anywhere. And just the hype that he cops, that he gets, it's frustrating.
Yeah. No,
and they're always better when he's not in, because now you got two ball dominant players.
Well,
and now Luka's not in his.
He's not.
You'd rather have Luka by himself being the ball dominant one because he makes better decisions.
Well, not only that, they were winning more, and his December was incredible. Now you look at where he's at with Kyrie. It's a bit of, I've got to share the load here.
To another ISO ball, it's easy to defend.
Just don't do that. Anyway, we'll jump into the last game. We had the Lakers and the Raptors. 1-3-2 Lakers, 1-3-1 Raptors. So it was a very close game. I think it was a bit of a nail biter. It went down to the officiating. The head coach of the Raptors wasn't too happy. No real surprise.
If there's LeBron involved,
in any, I was going to say
there's always going to be drama.
It's a shit time.
But 41 points for Davis. LeBron had 22 points. They've won their last couple.
Yep.
And fuck, what can you hear about it? They're championship favorites. Already, we have no one learns their lesson.
No.
I am sick of you've got LA and LeBron.
But it's the media. It's like what we said. They need to get paid, and LeBron is the face of the NBA. So if they don't state him to be in championship contention, who's going to watch it? Well, clearly no one watched today's games aside from probably LeBron. That would have been the only. You know what? Everyone probably watched today's games just because LeBron played. Anyway, guys,
of course,
that's the daily recap for the 10th of the 1st. Well, it would be the 9th over in the US. We're going to jump straight into one of our favorite segments at the minute, our top 10 current NBA players of all time.
At number 7.
Johnny, I'm going to get you to lead the way on that one.
All right, this might stun people. So, my player, he's an NBA MVP, 10-time All-Star, 6 times first team All-NBA. He was a 6th man of the year.
Are you fucking kidding?
He's He's won 3 scoring titles. He's a 2-time assist leader, and he's part of the 75 anniversary team. He
also is an Olympic gold medalist of the United States team in 2012 and a gold medal in the 2014 FIBA World Cup.
Fat Harden. We got the same one again.
We have the same one again. I'm worried about. So we have not released our top 10 to each other, and I'm very worried.
They're pretty. It's
the next. Yeah, it makes sense to be the same.
He's averaged 24, 5, and 7, but I mean, it's 2 years. He averaged 34 and 36.
Yeah, I mean
that is only Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain, and I think one of the records James Harden had one. I think it was 30 points consecutive. He was one of those people who was second to Wilt. So
Yeah,
there was 3 years, where James Harden was by far the best scorer in the comp.
He had the assist leading. He led the assist last year.
Yeah, so he's won 2. So he's very similar to Westbrook in terms of he's won multiple scoring titles, multiple assist leader. The reason I don't have him higher, but I have him just higher than Westbrook, and it hates me to say it because Westbrook is everything that I love about basketball. James Harden's everything I hate. James Harden melts in the playoffs a lot. It's why he's not higher. The reason I have him higher than Westbrook purely is because he's just cleaner with the ball.
Yep.
Westbrook's turnovers really hurt him,
Yep.
and there's just a flash and just
Well, he
a
has
bit
more flair. He
feels
gets
like
more
he's
points.
more. Yeah, he's just a bit more skillful. But that's why I've got Harden at number 7.
He's a more dominant player. You compare Harden and Westbrook. Yes, very similar accolades.
Very
but
similar
you
accolades.
You would
They're both
say that Harden's the better player. Anyone who's watching, actually, who's better out of Harden and Westbrook? Where do you see them in their careers and where they're at?
Clip it, Eli.
Put that in there. Please let us know where you think they sit. Drop them in the comments. Guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Nice, short, sharp. It was a very... actually, we're going to run through quickly. You're going to run through tomorrow's games.
we got tomorrow's
That's the only
games.
other thing. There are some big... Actually,
It's
for
interesting.
the top of the table battle. Sorry,
The Pistons and the Spurs, I know. No, so tomorrow,
wait a second.
So tomorrow games are interesting.
Top of the table and the bottom
I'm
of the
going to
table.
run through them in order. So you got the Pistons and the Spurs. So you got the 2 cellar dwellers. So you got the Pistons, who are the worst team in history,
That's a good one.
against Wembyama. Does Wembyama just score 50 today? So can we just see him just score 50?
Can he come out and play like a Wilt sort of game and score 100?
Yeah.
Seriously, I hope
Play
he can.
him pop.
Pop. But can you play him for
Just
at least 40?
Just play
8 minutes.
Just play more than 25. I got the Hornets and the Kings, and then as Josh said, Celtics and the Timberwolves.
Top of the table.
They are top of the table in both.
Big
Now, who do you think will win?
Celtics. Where are they playing?
Timberwolves.
Celtics. The Gator Cats can't win. Gator 2,
You
Saber
reckon
2,
so
Tigers.
Celtics will win?
I hope.
I am going against. I still think Celtics are a better side. I just reckon at home. I reckon Timberwolves are going to get them. I think they're going to get them. Celtics.
Nah, so I think they've got Edwards, don't they?
Yeah.
So I think they're pretty good, and yes, they're at home, but I think Celtics have a real point to
Yeah.
prove, and I think they're going to come out. They've arguably, I think everyone, the media, everyone's on them. I understand you're an NBA sportsman. They're going to be you're not distracted. You're focused on winning. You guys know you're coming up against the top of the table clash. You want to put your foot down, whether or not you're at home. You're going to win that game.
The pressures on
mental.
the Celtics is one, they're a big side.
Yep.
They're the second biggest club probably to the Lakers. And also they've got expectations because they've been there before.
Well, it's the race to
No
17
one-
championships now between the Lakers and the Celtics.
18.
Sorry, 18.
But the Canucks, like the Sabertooth Cats, they really have never achieved anything. So they're a small market side, so they're never gonna get the media pressure.
This is good.
Which means I just reckon
Make this viral, guys. Let's get it going.
This is an important. I think it's more important for the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Timberwolves win this because, and jokes aside, we mess up their names a lot just on purpose.
It's big if they do.
For them, if Celtics lose this, they're looking at the price, while the Timberwolves, would be quietly confident, they beat the Celtics, they really start to believe.
100%.
I reckon they start to really be like, okay, we can match it.
But it's a mental game over for both
Correct.
of them. Because if the Celtics win, they know they've got that flair. They know they've got the edge on the top of the table. They know that they can take it to any team and win. Versus if the Sabertooth Tigers or whatever we call them win, then they're going to go in with this relentless amount of underdog belief because they've always been such an underdog team.
Well, I reckon they're going to win.
Well, it'd be interesting. Is there any other games that are
So you
worth...
got Pacers and Wizards. Tyrese Halliburton's out for a couple of weeks with that hamstring strain. So, don't really care
Crazy
about that
how
game.
quickly a hamstring can come back. Like players, I remember when players used to do their hammies and they'd come back now in like 3-4 weeks. Used to be like 10. Used to be like,
Hammy?
yeah.
That's if they tear it off the bone.
Oh,
So,
okay.
So I remember this footy now. Matty Lloyd tore it off the bone. If you just do a hamstring strain, it's about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Hawks and 76ers. The Heat and Thunder, I think that will be a really good game. The Thunder are apparently number one in power rankings, so I'm told. The Bulls versus the Rockets. Warriors versus the Pelicans should be exciting from a highlight perspective. Jazz versus the Nuggets. And the Clippers and the Raptors. Danger game for the Clippers. They should win, but Raptors show you.
Well, it's not. It shouldn't be a danger game for the Clippers, but I always know that you come up against those squads, and it seems to be. So you never guarantee yourself a win as a Clippers supporter. I think if you're the Heat, you probably sit. You're a bit worried about whether or not you're going to win that one against the Thunder. But I actually argue that I have the Heat up on the Thunder, even though they're number one in the power rankings. I just think the Heat will have the edge, and Thunder haven't
With
had
no
good form at the moment.
Butler?
There's no Butler in. Isn't he in yet?
I haven't seen him back.
Oh well,
for a while.
if he's back, different. But yeah, it's such. I hate this sport. It's fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, they'd win if they had their fucking superstar player. Yeah, no shit, you would, because there's
It's
only
a
five
we-
people on the freaking
it's a,
court.
It's a weird one. They get paid so much money. It's like
frustrating.
it's funny how they continuously, so like the new players, well, like Anthony Edwards says it, like Ja Morant said it. They're like, yeah, I could have beaten MJ. You
What?
don't even know, but just whether it was MJ or someone else.
Yeah.
Stop trying to say you could beat people who fucking played 30 years ago. Beat the people you verse now. It's like they duck each other. Like they don't want to get caught before, the playoffs or whatever. Then you hear stories of Kobe Bryant, who was going to take a game off, and people were saying he was going to dunk. He was ducking Vince Carter, and he's like, "What the fuck? I am? Fuck
Yeah.
that. Back's fine. Let's go." You constantly have these guys saying they couldn't have guarded me. Play your own people. How about you verse who your actual competition is?
No, agreed. Well, thank
Fuck you.
Fair enough. Guys, in the next episode, we're going to be reviewing the top of the table clash between the Sabertooth Tigers and the Celtics.
Nice.
And then we have the bottom. What did you call the bottom of the bottom?
The cellar dwellers.
The Cellar Dwellers, Spurs and the Pistons playing tomorrow. So we're going to be doing a big review on the games tomorrow and our top NBA current players of all time, our sixth player for John and I.
Number 6.
Yep, will be number 6. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the support. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notifications.
Bye.
See you later, guys.
How long will I go for?